Hello friends. Today I want to talk to you about COVID-19 and what it might be like for an addict in recovery to deal with such huge changes in life. Now, at 13 years, I've had some practice at getting good with tumultuous situations, things not going my way. But boy, I'll tell you, when you're new to recovery and you don't have anything to hide behind anymore, you don't have your drugs, you don't have booze, you don't have the weed, you don't have anything. And now you're white-knuckling it. Maybe you've lost your job. Maybe you're not sure how you're going to pay your rent. Things get strained when you don't know what's happening. Even me, with my established life, I have had some very painful changes happen during COVID. I've had friendships put into question. I've had family kind of ghost out on me. Well, except for my parents. They're my rock stars. You guys are my rock stars. Yeah. And then I've had other situations blossom that I would have never expected. Case in point, a fabulous woman who I used to work with. We don't need to mention any names. You know who you are. But I used to work with this fabulous woman, and I grieve that every day. And now we've been emailing every day during COVID. What a surprise! We hardly kept touch after she left, for, life on life's terms. And what an honor, what a gift. So things have been brought in, things have been taken away. And isn't that really what life is about? Nothing stays the same, everything changes. And I want to encourage you today, if you're in a state of not knowing, because we're all in a state of not knowing, and I'm actually going to share with you what I think is great about COVID. You might be thinking, okay, this chick is nuts. What's possibly positive about the whole world being put on hold? I'll tell you. Have you ever watched the news and you've heard about what's happening out east or in the Middle East? You're hearing about what's happening in China or wherever. And it's so far removed you don't even really think about it or process it as something that affects your life, right? Totally fair, totally normal. And I'm sure vice versa. But COVID. Everyone in the world now understands COVID, and if they have any heart at all, has empathy for what the whole world is going through. Because at some point we've all had to face being shut down. We've all had to face the unanswered questions. We've all had to face the unknowns. And I don't know about you guys, but I get so uncomfortable in the unknowns. I do not have that mastered. I'm a total type A planner. I have my whole life structured and planned. And it might sound boring, but it's not. It's not. Structure is really what feeds my soul. And I'm going to be doing a whole video on this, coming up about once you come into recovery, one of the most important gifts you can give to yourself is structure. But right now, even in COVID, we don't really have that structure, do we? We're kind of going day to day, and I don't know about you guys, but it's been the best of times. It's been the worst of times. A little bit of, I think that was Shakespeare. Don't quote me though, I don't even know what I'm saying half the time. But I do know what I'm going to do now, and I hope that it comforts you. You guys remember Oh, maybe I haven't done this for you yet. I did an Instagram video with this book, and a lot of people found it encouraging, so I'm going to read you something out of this. Positive quotes for women, and this is so applicable on the front page. It says, if you count the sunny and cloudy days of the whole year, you will find that sunshine predominates. Isn't that great? It's so true. All right, and in line with sunny days ahead, I'm reading you sunny skies are ahead. Okay, sunny skies up ahead. Don't let one cloud obliterate the whole sky. That's a quote from Anais Nin. Have you ever made a problem bigger? Sorry. Have you ever made a problem bigger than it needed to be? I know I have. Most of us have done it. Zoom in on one bad word, action, or issue, and let it ruin our whole day, or week, or month, or year. I just added those in. When we sense our feelings spiraling downward in this way, we need to simply step back and refocus. Think of the last thing that made you happy. Maybe a witty joke, or a delicious meal with loved ones. Or in my case, when I got to go to BC and connect with my family and I hadn't seen them in months. Oh, thank you, Jesus. That was so great. Bask in that past event for a moment. Then begin anew today. Bask in the moment and then begin anew. The closing statement. If something upsetting happens today, I will take a moment to refocus and renew my spirit. This brings to mind one of my favorite scriptures. I don't have it memorized, but the basic gist is, not only is the Lord our Redeemer, our Vindicator, and our Comforter, but He is also the one who renews our spirit every day. If you find it hard right now to do anything positive, to think positively, I invite you to say a prayer. Lord, please help me. I don't know where I'm going. I don't know what I'm doing. I don't know what's going to happen in the world. I don't know what's going to happen with the economy. I don't know what's going to happen with my job. I don't know what's going to happen with anything. Please help me. That's all it needs to be. Simple. Conversation. Real and vulnerable. You guys, I'm so proud of you. Whatever it is you're facing today, I'm so proud of you. And please leave it in the comments. Well, how has the COVID experience been for you? I mean, addict in recovery or not. I have many people who watch this video on an international scale. How are you doing in your part of the world? Let us know. I know that only 48% of my views come from Canada. All my friends on an international scale, tell us how you're doing. We would love to hear. I want to create a whole family here, and we want to know how you're doing. Here in Canada, we're strong, we're fierce. We're going to make it through because this too shall pass. In closing, let's do the Serenity Prayer. God, grant me the serenity to accept the things I cannot change, the courage to change the things I can, and the wisdom to know the difference. Peace out, my friends. Have a great week. We'll see you next time. I love you.